Hey, what's up guys, Pratima here, and today I'll be discussing my top picks for the best smartphones under 40,000 Indian rupees or some $500. This price segment has matured quite a lot over the years, and right now in 2023 for under 40,000 rupees, we can get smartphones with almost flagship-like performance, beautiful designs, years of software updates, and even the cameras are getting better and better. So yeah, flagship-like experience without having to spend a whole lot. And the first phone that comes to my mind is the Samsung Galaxy S21 FE from last year. This is Samsung's fan edition phone, which means it is basically a toned-down version of the flagship S series. With over a year after its launch, the Galaxy S21 FE is now available at a pretty attractive price as well. It is currently priced at 36,000 at Amazon, but I have seen this thing go as low as 30,000 rupees. And despite its age, this phone is just crazy good, especially in terms of cameras, as the Galaxy S21 FE still has some of the most versatile, well-optimized and feature-packed camera setups in its price range, both for photos as well as videos. It's actually the only phone in this list with a dedicated telephoto camera and a 4K 60 FPS video recording option with optical image stabilization enabled. Other than this, the S21 FE also has a great 120Hz AMOLED display, IP68 dust and water resistance, and will get up to Android 15 update, which is pretty decent. However, the performance is where this phone is not great, as the Exynos 2100 chip is simply not on par with most of the competition in 2023. Sure, it can handle casual everyday usage perfectly fine, and Samsung's One UI experience is pretty great too. But when it comes to gaming, this phone thoroughly struggles to maintain decent FPS stability or comfortable temperatures. So if gaming is among your top priorities, then you're better off with the OnePlus 11R instead. With a powerful Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 processor, which, if you're not aware, is the top 5 most powerful chipsets in 2023, the OnePlus 11R easily becomes the fastest phone in this segment. OnePlus has also paired it with an effective cooling system so that you can enjoy even the most graphically demanding titles like Genshin Impact at the max settings possible without any performance dip or thermal discomfort. Likewise, many of you might feel that Oxygen OS has lost its charm over the years, but I've said it before and I'll say it again, this clean, ad-free software experience is still quite nice. OnePlus also promises 3 years of OS and 4 years of security updates on this phone, but I wish OnePlus would work on pushing software updates faster as well. You see, while every other phone in our list is on May or newer security patch, this thing is still stuck on March's update even now. I'm also not the biggest fan of the curved display here, but apart from that, OnePlus 11R has everything you'd want from a flagship display experience, including a well-optimized 120Hz refresh rate, high brightness levels, and great haptics. Its 50 megapixel main sensor delivers pretty impressive shots too, but it's just that there's no wow factor about OnePlus 11R's overall camera system when you consider other great camera phones in this price bracket. Maybe a Hasselblad optimization like on the more expensive OnePlus 11 would have helped, but that's just the way it is. So if you're someone who's looking for a great camera experience, you should definitely get yourself the Google Pixel 7a. Even though it does not bring a telephoto camera like the Galaxy S21 FE I have, I can count on the Pixel 7a to take great photos in every condition, be it broad daylight, selfies, portraits, landscapes, and even low light pictures. The videography side of things is also not bad either. You can click up to 4K 60 FPS from the main camera and up to 4K 30 FPS from the ultra-wide and selfie cameras, and it does a decent job. It's definitely not as good as the flagship phones, but it does not disappoint. Another thing I absolutely love about this phone is the fairly compact form factor. There are, however, two aspects where the Pixel 7a is not as good as the competition. Number one is the display. It's just basic AMOLED 90Hz panel, and number two is Google's Tensor G2 chip, which is not good for gaming. That brings me to the Motorola Edge 30 Fusion. If you want the best design phone under 40,000 rupees, this is the phone that you should be looking at. From curved edges on both the sides to a glass sandwich build and metal frames, it has got it all for a luxurious hands-on feel. It also weighs just 175 grams, making it the lightest phone on our list. And if you want an even bigger statement piece, Motorola also sells it in a bold Viva Magenta finish, which looks breathtaking. That being said, if I had to describe Edge 30 Fusion's camera in one word, it would be inconsistent. Its photos have nice colors, details, and dynamic range in some cases, but it's not consistent enough across different situations. Portrait mode in particular needs more fine-tuning as photos turn out soft and beautified even when turning off the beautification options. I don't have many complaints about the Edge 30 Fusion's performance though. With the Snapdragon AAA Plus and near stock Android experience, everything feels snappy and responsive here. But I still don't recommend it to gamers since Motorola had to compromise the thermals on this thing to maintain such a slim profile. Okay, next up, I have two phones that are doing quite well in the offline market. It's the Samsung Galaxy A54 and the Vivo V27 Pro. Since these phones are offline centric, they are also slightly overpriced, but overall, these phones offer a good experience. The Galaxy A54 here has the best software update policy in this price segment with 4 generations of OS and 5 years of security patches. Plus, I've also got to hand it to Samsung for improving the phone's stability, responsiveness, and cameras with every single software update. And even though its cameras can still be better optimized in certain areas, I'd say this is a pretty dependable camera phone, especially for photos. The Galaxy A54 gets big points in terms of design as well. By borrowing a flagship look from the Galaxy S23 series, a glass back panel, and IP67 dust and water resistance, its design and build quality are thoroughly impressive. And so are its 120Hz AMOLED display and haptic feedback that makes for a pleasant experience. The only thing that is underwhelming on the Galaxy A54 is its gaming performance, as it has the worst FPS numbers you can see on such a premium phone. The Vivo V27 Pro, on the other hand, is a mix of everything with a few strange compromises. It has a premium-looking design, a color-changing back which transforms into a darker shade of blue when exposed to sunlight, and up front, the AMOLED display is on par with the competition, which is complemented by a super-fast in-display fingerprint sensor. Its primary and selfie units are fantastic too. They both use a 50-megapixel sensor with autofocus and can take great photos. Much better than something like the OnePlus 11R or the Moto Edge 30 Fusion. Its videography aspect is also pretty commendable as this phone shoots decently stable footages even at 4K 30 FPS. And unlike the Galaxy A54, we get a much powerful Dimensity 8200 chipset here, which is almost on par with the Snapdragon 888 Plus actually. But Vivo being Vivo, they have skipped a couple of crucial things here like an IP rating, dual stereo speakers, and how many years of software updates it's gonna get. Alright guys, so those were my top picks for the best phones that you can get under 40,000 Indian rupees or some $500 in 2023. Which one would you go for? Do let me know in the comment section below. Till then, I'm Pratima and I will see you in my next video.